ladies and gentlemen, geeks and geekettes, welcome back for episode 3 of our Let's Play for Skyshine's Bedlam. Last night we picked up Chunderok, this big ugly mug right here. Oh, the other way. There we go. That's Chunderok, a mutant elite in the wastelands. We picked him up, had an epic battle. You should go check out that episode if you haven't seen it yet. The battle with him's in like the last 3 or 4 minutes of the episode. A lot of fun, really cool. And we got him on our team. So today we're going to break in and dig a little deeper into Bedlam. Let's see how crazy things can get. Alright, so it looks like the guys on the front of the game today are our mutant trio here. That dude's dual-wielding pistols. He looks pretty cool. Alright, let's see what kind of danger we can get into here. So we're stuck in Charnel Cross. This is where we picked up our newcomer last night. Let's go to the team and check him out. Chunderok. And they all have their own individual backstories, which I think is really an interesting twist. So each character can totally die, be gone forever, but they have their own backstories. And you can see here, heals in 0 days, heals in 0 days. So my snipers are on the mend. Christog. He looks like a Russian. I don't know why I feel that way. He's got a very kind of Russian vibe to him. That, or he is that guy that does, you know, what if video games. Brentalfloss. It looks like Brentalfloss grew a little bit of a beard out and became a sniper. Well, he might not appreciate Brentalflow. Let's go. Brental. We'll just call him Brental. Anyway, I got Jazarium, who's been rocking and rolling hard. And I want to go rocking with Chunderok. Chunderok. Alright. We're still in the Bone Shaker. We still got our full 1,000 crew members. We're going to take 3 days' time here and travel to try to get some energy. Looks like we need fuel. As the Dover travels across the road, you can see a strange illumination flashing against the sky ahead. Approaching closer, it appears to be some kind of mobile fusion reactor used to supply power. The dozer comes to a halt and you disembark to investigate. There was clearly some kind of incident with the equipment that resulted in the unpleasant demise of the attendants. That sounds like we don't want to go there. Fortunately, you were the first to arrive at the scene and you discover several containers filled with fully charged power cells. You collect the valuable supplies and continue along the road before the reactor's condition gets any worse. Hey, that's pretty significant. So now we got a few more of these exclamation missions we can do. Let's do one and then we'll move on. As the crew explores the area, you see a lone wanderer hustling over a nearby dune, constantly looking over his shoulder in panic. Moments later, a pair of ravenous kiloraptors sprint over the dune after the wanderer. We're going to help him out, folks. Taking careful aim at the vicious Bedlam carnivores, the crew guns down the moving targets just before they reach their potential mill. The wanderer approaches the crew, offering effusive praise. Amazo! I was food for those kiloraptors until you fortuitous arrivals made them food instead. You must allow compensation for my stash of priceless artifacts. The wanderer draws a cloth sack from beneath his tattered poncho and empties it onto the sand. His artifacts mostly appear to be worthless little trinkets he has collected on his travels. He carefully combs through the pile and selects one particular bauble, a small statue of a spike-covered mutant with an oversized head. The most valuable item at my disposal. Pledged for your heroism in my most grungulous predicament. Yeah, let's take it. We got a bobblehead. That has to be a throwback to Fallout. That's hilarious. A mutant bobblehead. That looks pretty cool, too. I would keep a bobblehead that looked like that on my desk at work. Turning from the grateful wanderer, the crew collects the carcasses of the kiloraptors and delivers them to the dozer galley for processing, rather than let the meat go to waste. Hey, we got some meat too. Okay, so we really have to go for some crude. I don't know if we're going to have enough to get get away from here or not. Alright, let's go to one more of these special events. We're so low on crude. As the crew explores the area, they arrive at a gaping chasm that seems to have been caused by recent seismic activity. The ground continues to tremble beneath their feet. On the far side of the fissure, they can see an old transport vehicle. It bears the faded logo of Fearton Fusion Company on the side. The vehicle is dangling precariously on the edge of the deep ravine, shifting slightly with each shudder of the ground. There doesn't appear to be a safe way around the chasm. So we're gonna leave. Okay, and it costs me crude every time I do one of these little missions as well. Shoot. As the crew explores an area of crumbling buildings, their attention is drawn by the sound of celebration. Following the thumping drums and hollering, they find themselves in the middle of a marauder den.
Footed into the wrong neighborhood, you lunks! Now he's gonna decorate the place with your skins!
Absolutely, we are going in with Chunderok. Jazarium. Let's pull Geiger out of the mission here. We don't have a gunslinger, so let's bring Constance on board. Yeah. Yeah, we want Constance. Okay. Here we go. Permadeath is a real thing. Be aware of the blitzometer. So you can't dawdle through combat. You'll get crushed. Because the enemies will blitz out and you'll be in trouble. Alright, there's Chunderok. Good old Chunderok. That dude is a sniper. They're all snipers. Are you kidding me? That's not real cool. Well, easy come, easy go, I guess. Oh, no. That was my strongest character. Oh, I've got to move him in big chunks.
Meat.
Meat. I got a real bad feeling about the way this is going to go.
Headshot.
I'm just getting torn up. Now I'm outnumbered. Is there any way I can pass my turn? Oh, I just noticed the barricades. Man. One damage? Are you kidding? Wow, we blew the skin right off of that dude. Okay. Well, we've turned the tables a little bit more back into our favor. We really need crude.
Crude.
Oh man, he stole the crude. Alright.
Power.
That was a horrible, horrible way to go with it. Lost my two strongest soldiers in that fight. And they are certainly gone. That's heartbreaking. That is absolutely heartbreaking. Man. Gotta press on, I guess. The dozer travels through the narrow canyon. Suddenly the vehicle plows into a huge mire wire trap that marauders have triggered in the path of the vehicle. While the Duraplex fiber isn't enough to halt the dozer completely, it sufficiently slows progress long enough for the invaders to leap onto the outer hole with crash and clatter. Moments later, the sizzle of fusion torches is followed by the sound of bloodshed as vicious marauders board the vehicle and attack.
Time to spill crimson! Nobody's getting out of here with all their parts!
Defend the dozer at all costs. Allowing it to be overrun by the enemy will mean the death of all passengers on board and the end of your journey. Wow. Day 3 of our journey here is really packing it in, isn't it? The powerful dozer weapons are unavailable inside the vehicle, so be sure to deploy sufficient crew to repel all the invaders. Alright. All of our other trenchers are rookies. I can't... They just straight smashed through our guys. And we're going to need to start training a new sniper. Let's try it. This may be the end of the line, folks. Who knows? They have 1 sniper and 2 trenchers. Oh no. I can't keep a sniper safe anymore. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna bring Geiger up. What's our sniper's reach here? Okay, and they've got crude sitting at the mouth of the ship. Day 3 is becoming really difficult. Alright, so at least he's a veteran. Wow, gets that sick looking armor, that's cool. And I'm gonna keep Geiger right up in their face if I can. Actually, this might be a good opportunity to try to get some crude. If I can keep him preoccupied, maybe I can run around and grab some goodies.
Meat.
Blitz. Oh no, I didn't even think about the blitz meter. No. This is an absolute catastrophe. Today has turned into a complete catastrophe. And unless Constance can get inside of his range here... Okay, let's finish this.
Veteran.
We got her veteraned up, but that was a great cost to pay. We lost 3 crew members, one of which was my veteran trencher. That's so heartbreaking. Oh, man. I'm deeply saddened. At least we got a few things for the crew overall out of it. The echoing sound of heavy rifle shots draw the attention of the crew. Following the repeated blast of gunfire through an area of collapsed buildings, the crew comes upon a camp of marauders. It appears to be some sort of training ground for marauder sharpshooters. Nope, don't want to live. Not worried about that. Oh. And the next stop is an elite. It's an enemy elite. While exploring the area, the crew discovers a road that has clearly not been used for ages. Following the road to the top of a rise, they discover a large crumbling structure that appears to be part of a cathedral and part war factory. Judging by the disrepair, the weapon turrets that once guarded the structure are no longer functional. The crew cautiously enters the dilapidated facility, which seems to have been some kind of research and development area during the ancient crusade of 80 plagues. Another reference to another ancient war. I'm loving the world building in this game. Even though it's randomly generated every time, we know nothing about Bedlam. They allude to so much that it really kind of helps build up the lore pretty nicely. Much of the building has already been long ransacked and stripped of anything useful, but in the lower levels, the crew discovers a chamber that appears to be intact. Through the transparent material surrounding the chamber, the crew can see a body of a man wearing the garb of a scourge minister. Don't know what a scourge minister is, but that sounds interesting. At least it was a man at some point. His head, wearing an expression of frozen anguish, now rests at the end of a 10-foot-long neck, and a dozen spider-like limbs protrude from his grotesque, distended body. Am I gonna have to fight this thing? On the floor, inside the chamber near the door, is a set of keys on a ring bearing the same emblem seen above the building entrance. Given the preserved condition of the body, the room must have been hermetically sealed when the man suffered an accidental fate while testing one of his own horrific maladies. We're getting the crap kicked out of us today anyway. Let's give it a go! Using their fusion torches, the crew cuts a hole in the glass near the keys. A loud hiss escapes from the chamber as the section is removed, but their sensors do not detect any active toxins. They reach inside to grab the key ring. The Crusade's key's been added to the cargo. Very nice, okay. However, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. Moments later, the body of the Scourge Minister suddenly begins shuddering and thrashing on the floor. A horrifying howl can be heard as its torso splits open and projects sticky tentacles in all directions. The crew swiftly vacates the facility and returns to the safety of the dozer. That was hectic. That was crazy. Alright, let's head on. I don't want to fight the elite right now. We've had our share of getting our butt kicked today. Let's try to get to Max Ren. The next zone over may hold something a little less hectic on us. Ahead on the side of the road, you can see a rowdy gang of ruthless marauders sprinting across the terrain. They appear to be approaching an encampment of nomads. I really want to drive on, but I can't.
Trying to meddle with our joy kills? We're gonna collect your skulls.
Constance is the only remaining member from the before. Alright, let's see if Brindle can do any good. We're gonna need a frontliner.
Zebastron. I am Zebastron.
Alright. Let's go with, I like the name Maygrim. Let's go with Maygrim. I'm almost out of sharpshooters. I really don't like the idea of almost being out of sharpshooters. Wow. Got a group of 5 enemies.
Crude.
Alright, let's take some cover now. we got a frontliner right up on our grill. Alright, if we get Brental back here, we can get some nice damage in. There we go. Whoa! Okay. It's so good to have a sniper back.
Meat.
I'm looking to veteranize this sniper right now.
Veteran.
Awesome. Alright, so he's got a little bit of health. He can actually work around a bit now. Constance is hurting. Let's see what we got here in the way of stuff. Click to launch the Skyshine distillery. Drop a container of intoxicating liquid to cause immediate inebriation and violence in enemies. What other stuff we got here? Activated trauma cocktail. Okay. What's that sniper's range? Oh, I'd be running straight into it. Let's see if we can at least get our frontliner up here to do a little bit of defensive. Oh. Alright, that dude is definitely going down. Let's end this. Alright, well that went amazingly well, guys. Used the terrain to my advantage, and that actually played out better than I could have even hoped. Grats to you! Those draggers would have rightly murdered us. Could you allow a sanctuary on your magnificent beast? So, we have the opportunity to pick up more people. The thing I'm worried about is that that's going to cost more food. But I can't turn nomads down. Struth, we are honored indeed. In haggle for the protection, we offer our Runcolo meat and these hearts of the hollows. Endless grats for saving us from the hellified lands. Alright, so we picked up some more passengers. 100 passengers. And 38 meat, 10 power cells. Okay. Alright, unfortunately folks, that is going to do it for today's episode. What a disheartening day, but we had a little bit of sunshine there at the end. Things are looking okay. It's a dark, murderous land, unforgiving, and we're just trying to make our way through it. Join me tomorrow, please, for another episode of our Let's Play for Skyshine's Bedlam. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Day 3 in the books. Today was pretty disheartening. I lost my veteran sniper, I lost my veteran trencher, I lost my elite trencher that we worked so hard to get last night. But we ended today on a good note. We ended up taking out a group of 5 marauders, we invited some more nomads on board, and I got another veteran sniper and a veteran gunslinger in the process. So things are looking up again. We're getting deeper into Bedlam, and that means a higher chance that it's going to be game over any time now. Come back tomorrow. We'll have another episode up and ready to go. God bless. Have a great day. Go forth and game.